If you your happy Father's Day, Elenare Wutonare Mukmeni Aba, Niwana Agbona Regbe. Milk Bawaki, Rakichi Abawaki, my well listener, happy Father's Day. Elena, Mamoi, Ibma, Godama, Bolu, Wale Maka, Nebutama of Nefikabi, only ego to do now. Okpano, always Romala Bumkinya, around it, Adari Aze, Eri wo very Akla de Fiorio. Andona, Mada Matamawa, we ego to do, Matamari Agbonibige, all no Kaki, party where they haji, Bomare, PDPO, APCO, Labour, AAC, all no Kiriaki, whether I mean, but you were him, position be chairmanship like council be on the election now, the September 2nd. Where by Bomare, Edward Haji Bomare, my mamma deba, mamma deba, or Savare Maki, or Samaya, Babumare, Ebida, what a mamma, Tamama, with a magmori, Uru, Esan Northeast, Esan Central, Iguebe, Esan Southeast, Resi, Esan West, Edward and Avana Rivi, Bumari, and the Pomari Cookie, Nesahame, Naluda, or Madame Naki. And Nana, Mount Kaim Adolu, you are not fair Kenya, Imanawoye, Maki Hoyfo, Bumanagebo, Male, Makita Mawana, Party where I Bomari, Party Rimaji, my Elviso, you don't matter than you, Initial. You go studio, Omada, Nevatana, and also Sunday, Imare, Negose, or no Nevatana. Omaluna, Namara, Mokina, I feel gay if my hand in Abulu. Omaramuke, Namara, Mavana, Namaramuke, Olomono Samai, Omno Nissan Benisana, Rio, Mono one, Omonosama, Aroboinosen, Iduh, Noni, Iduh Budu, Vavi, Oto Efandio, only Vice Chairman. APC be Esan Northeast Government Area. Afagi Imakari Enani Abulubulu. Esan Idayole Elena, my si Eji Omono Samaneji. Omo ne Sambie Nuromi Bie, Nurule Wongon, Nolen Wa, no Mugbedo Remo Wai. Bezemana Samana na Ligue, Madon no Letarandi, MEC no Hoi, no Lubi, Oto Esan Northeast Local Government Area. Onomona ochi omonochi no long ya lori ewo no sole olizola yo ehe balu oto Esan Northeast o no vai no budo lo no sabolo ke o ba da mi gi makaluro udarabi oni Esan Northeast government area na onomo o de ma de tona mago gbe le lona o ya ara mo bojo ara mo ida ibi me we ka to e gbagbo tamai ba chile no so
fi san ma ri ara da yo me atio e keli Aroboinosen Iduh Don't bother if I sema. Never na meda wari, meda UYB. So I must say ye. I was no bla. Me you are happy Sunday, happy Father's Day to Abawan Rive nearly one ever now. Da Barivera.
Yeah, I'm a bobo. Yeah, when I home where you when we go well, if you need Esan Northeast local government area now. Ma where mo alo kori biara we go well we weta magmori on the namia.
Okay, one ara. Well, I was no bla. On a Zenova dinner for on the 2nd of September. At your local government election. Ubuno Rebuwa, may APC Remudia as the vice chairmanship candidate. So I made our mayor Shandagbari, Mary Rarevi, Narubo Bama, Yada Memi. Ibako sabolo nebuna no are ame akikolo okube abolo.
Meje kumalenia wa APC mo diabi vice chairman candidate we Esan Northeast government area. Good o memory. Now when me makika lemi ano finefi ala lo finefi akita ota e so pada ata ada lo e so alu wokiri. O mo da final na moyi. O ya be alu oto Esan Northeast government area we dage no Bible na yo here we fadi we do mo na bo nine.
Well, on we time now one meseka sham Bible see of nefi. Want again no alwaze ebo keke atota keke. Elu rebe eso wa lu hi. But okpaki no ma diro continue either one level 9. Because oyo seme okpa eyo keke na aku. Okekinari akwọsi ọrịrị. So on me mama riavi riameda yo. Medi take on a step in. Ijada me asa contribute to the society. Make a bo contributor. When we that we tell problems in me mama dagi. Well, problems in the we honorable na. I mean community problem ye. Problem the community really. But any mama kaka never or I need not look into before after the any care never very very acute and serious. Oh, no, the one where I felt the major problem is market or erosion, waste management. There was that waste management that mama problem on everyone. Let's can any more. Where I felt Afonia, Ohoa, Bianca, Fonia, Mearo, or Hiro Gota. But the first thing Masoma Kayalu. Or ijada that's about recycle. We can recycle. Then I can effective ways in our collective waste. I can separate keke. Then from there, we about recycle, recycle. I can pick any waste on certain days keke. Ijada young society okay day very neat. Our here can mark ye educative hamanose because any policy where a moral program, Nadam Yemige, where I jabule, able dear, you work explain it to them very well. So for that reason, Maki enlighten our people on the ways not less about collective waste. You buy disposal here, you buy recycle here, being careful. Where Maki go deep into manifesto one, to Maki present on you officially. Go come and did that with them my outline narrowly in money. Then we both the one okay, which is erosion. And me aronia, I am a jana. We were fair localness and one of so far so good in your beginning kids at the honorable nania. We are fair all trailers in a blockage I am a jana. Mind our body now continue like this for another 6 months to 1 year. On the turn. I will hear that me jana he because any one carrying trailers do one sort of. We must sit down and look for a way the jana means mark is about resolve. Now that would job be the side of infrastructure. Well, local government make you. Local government is jana or via you will give me them build castles in the air. You can only work with able to generate internally. Or allocation of buy. Allocation is not static, depends on the sharing formulas in fact being kept or other than burning RFI. But my mama was interested in that Maki take very strong decisions. Bejan as our the revenue business not so in local government now, Maki improve on it. Or only many my plans of more taxation or all of that. But leakage is illegal. Many taxation I was like Luna, taxes not collecting. Any leakages now it was only go our immune. Bejan da miemige as a blocking leakages now can only go now when development can carry on a wood. So meseka tombe fini evacua. We made a good time where I feel again. The education, not see who come. You know, there by take seriously. You can hear your school. Anywhere you, if I'm a more baby. In the near future, what for never now, you can hear when any go or a fool. Adam Yemi got a value. How can that continue? Saying a go say I see one. My need much bring you come on the way. I care about one. On our way there. Na areka ijada mi ose mo hallelujah aboya si woni re we agbo fe ni local government no se wan ari the way no dey analog say it's a big shit e ore kolu we are hemo even dey say nuro me vai akwe former minister former this former that it's a town of glory. But we are Kishansi Council no sema, but there it's an eyesore. So, anything that mother look into it. Basically, the way the mother handle manifesto no sema, my program see my feeling allocation or others about that work. Then the other programs in my boy feeling public and private partnership with the government. Or this about work now schedule any programs now without allocations. So in your message about finance, so say we are no for that one in area now. No, Jam carry the whole day. My dad job.
When you and I carry on.
Okay.
Just carry on. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We are hearing.
So continue.
Yo, waki mama woni mata bi ibuda jama ibuda ne manusu ya mesa bada ora so no bla. Let me Esan Northeast or chi uromi bi uzea erebo.
Yes.
Uromi makina and uromi we bonafai.
Yes.
Uzea be aki egboni expect to ya mewe abubo ni nabo. And the obona dali o seke hore.
Well, on we time on one. Well, vice or mehi. It's not something me I was do to buy fiat make you wear another job we Uzea.
Okay.
But with the line of 30 memo with my chairman, Mr. Victor Degbej Marcel Riariase, Marcel who could me Uzea benefit. Personally, may I share my personal views?
Yeah, feel very free.
First and foremost, me believe unless Uzea develop Uromi, there will be population crisis later. Bimerona Taiwan, where I feel again, Uromi is a very small place. Uromi Uzea. It's about 3 times. Ubiaja is 3 times the size of Uromi Uzea. Ubiaja Hune. And the kind of people making that are very conservative. Honore major uni honore va uwa mana muke alwemi utobe yeri wonya ege mere primary school 15 minutes mere ni less than 15 minutes na tani wedana drive so good but me assure I the sound na in 30 minutes so be man need mare look into when it comes to Uzea obos Uzea we are feel go some blind boy bless Uzea yeke. The landscape. My I work on tourism one level. Obo ni ma road. E won water e won kwa meso keke. E cannot say man. Ugbo we wo ye ni I saw mo gbe dan bi. In my own view, it may feel man need man push towards Uzea. I think Oikeke, the man push for a smart city in Uzea. On the smart city now, be me where I feel be sunu eko ado to eki go talk eko bara lo yo are go ameno emi ke kai reclaim aki build on it. Or one necessarily meaning a council there vine okay your market at all best state market at all no. The innovations in that push. My son reach out to the people of Uzea. My guana with me. But I will kick out with Nika, will kick out with Nika. Oh yeah, now many years, but the development needs to spring up. Yaki boy okay. Go to Aki okay, Baru Yeno. Mikey build a smart city. Aki promotes green energy. Aki promotes different things. We should make it modern. Then all the local government need not we are pushing innovation on senior. Is to get a stake with investors and say, okay, for example, are you 100% economic? Okay. Investors need that we made now 60% or 70 or so. It depends on the terms of agreement.
Right.
They are okay. This other part of it is revenue, not the local government. It goes directly to the local government or to any personal individual. Then, secondly, Madam Mama, if you want a noble nearby. Because already very, very critical. On other Urumida de cosmopolitan. Already more enjoy not at one be vulnerable. Because Amemige aro ni dio obo ni ene no bo inva ero inva wa gere. Weki dage obo na asiona eba gwana.
Okay, so
So, in some of the views, but outside of that, me thinking the people of Uzea might need money look into roads, might need money look into healthcare, might need money look into education. It's true, might about talk Uzea the way I mean palliative measures. Only ego binary salary council akiwo. Then I can encourage you near you wide because in the leaders of tomorrow. So some of the programs you may want for but I do talk with my chairman, Makida Sabo, come to terms with other councillors, mark your nine manifestos, you work on Uru Museum, I did that, if my outline now about the job.
Wow, thank you very much so far. And the way we tell the name of town now, what's about Mama Yellow? Yeah. Bo Nirege Nyali. May we address working Esan notice to the ne talo ne lemi onwe tambena e montano give a near about the cake. Me want to tell passionate appeal Esan notice people.
Well, il faut que ça mais toi va aller. We beaucoup museum mais viva. Na wangu ona zeno bande na rubovi APC ikeke. Ni mama viva. Now I will not be wood. Is that turner? When government is dynamic, man at federal level, both the Senate and Rep, Marivo, House of Assembly, Obama yet David. My work is about the opposition for another period of time because it ain't over. Or I didn't know boy. The man who on a Zenova dinner, narrow ball me, doctor. Victor de Bekeke. PSG. I Aroboinosen Keke. We got a meme on Ubu, non Rebu one, council. Markis about 7. We got a meme able somebody or my ho. The master Bolu. The young man boy said, the advice from other people, constant consultation. Markisa push forward now they move room use here
You mentioned something like that Esan Northeast local government area, the governance system is still analog.
Yes.
That it needs to be digitalized in your explanation. Yes. Please, we want you to shed more light on what you mean by analog and what you want to do about it and how you want to do it.
Well, it's a very simple process. For example, by profession, I'm a tech expert. What we need to do, we need to embrace e-governance. The man in California, the man in Torino, the man in Germany, the man in Paris should be able to see what is happening in his local government on a day-to-day basis. The local government ought to have a website where people can easily go, where they can even register for local government of origin, register birth. These are very simple things. You know, hotlines should be working. To me, it makes no sense that in the 21st century, what we have are old typewriters in a local government that generates a lot of revenue. Whichever way you look at it, that can do that, you know. We also need to go further and make e-governance so simple that you can just roll out infographics and say to the people, this is what is coming in monthly. These are the programs we are doing. This is what we intend to do in so and so time. You seek opinion from people about programs and other things. It's a digital world. You need to interact with the world. It's not an enclave where one or two people can just sit down and say, okay, this is the way we run this government. People won't understand what is going on. So that is on that. And you talked about educating people along this line. In my view, you know, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, people wanted their kids to be doctors, engineers, lawyers, and all of that. These were the top jobs. But today, nobody needs to be any of that to become whatever they want to become. Why not come up with programs that will support our children to go into tech. You have people who are into graphics, you have people who are into marketing, you have people who are into web development. Lots and lots of things to be done in tech. And this can earn them a living. They can sit anywhere and work from anywhere, and all revenues accruing through this process will go into further developing the community, because whosoever has money today is going to put the money to use in his hometown. So I think this is an angle we need to look into very, very critically. Governance must be digital. We can't continue in an analog way. It's the 21st century.
I think from the picture of what you are saying now,
yes,
that e-governance has a way of reducing corruption.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
And corruption will always fight back, you understand?
Well,
how do you handle that?
Well, let me explain some things to you, sir. When people say corruption will fight back, there's nothing that don't fight back. It's the will to do anything you want to do. Then whatever comes after will be handled. For example, let's look at taxation. Let's look at taxation in the local government. What prevents the motor park from having an automated machine where you can come, pay, click, get your ticket. Whichever hours you spend there, you are charged for that. And you pay, it goes directly to the local government without a middle person. Well, why the middle person? The middle person who is there can also be engaged elsewhere. It's not as if you are pushing this person away totally. No. There are other ways. You can even say to these people, okay, this is the way to go. Why don't you educate your people on so and so? There are different ways of monitoring these things. Look at insecurity today in the town. What is wrong with surveillance cameras? These are you don't even need light to do these things. You can get surveillance cameras that run on solar. Put them in major marketplaces, put them in spotlights where you have here, light it up. We know what is happening. For example, yesterday I was coming in, I saw boys along the road. They stopped me and they told me that somebody stole somebody's child. We made a chase yesterday, but it was not successful as at the time I left. So we need to just be innovative. Let's think above board. This is my own approach to it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And again, if I may use you as a final question now, like most of the staff we have in the council are not up to date when it comes to digital thinking. How do you handle it? Are you not going to phase them out, bring in people to handle it, or how do you do it?
No. Well, you see, it's a very simple process. Even in the civil service, let's look at the Ministry of Education, Edo State. Let's use it as a case study. I'm not a fan of the governor when it comes to other policies, but when it comes to the education sector, I want to use it as a case study. We had different ways of teaching in the analog way before. For the little he is able to digitalize, he started by training, retraining, orienting them, and all of that. It's not a big deal. The person who can use typewriters can also use computers. So it's not a difficult thing. The only difference is that what he is typing or what she is typing is no longer on paper but showing on screen.
Okay.
So it's not a difficult process.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It's been a very wonderful time with you.
Thank you very much.
I think you actually made our day.
Thank you very much.
And Esan, please take a look at what we've just had with our brother here. He has told us the picture of what to expect if he gets there by God's grace. Well, we are not partisan. We are not party to any political party, but we are out to bring out anybody that is contesting to the whole world to see what he has for us, the people.
Yeah.
Now he has spoken to us. You've heard him. I'm sure he has convinced you to a reasonable level. It is now up to you to think of what to do based on what he has just told you. So it's been a very great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
So expect more from Ingo Studio anytime from now.
Igo Studio is the best.
Wow, thank you very much. My pleasure, brother.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.